Oftentimes, our children are so caught up in what is going on for them. They're having these intense feelings and these, just wild thoughts, and they're just caught up in their experience. And sometimes, they can feel just so absorbed in that. And it feels hard for us as parents to really reach them, to support them, to support them to just relax and know that they're okay. And I've found just in my own experience that when I rest, when I relax in the circumstance, instead of getting all worked up and feeling like I need to change them, change the circumstance, rearrange their thoughts or emotions and what's coming up for them. If myself and me, if I can just, really take a short moment, relax for a moment, there's just an ease, a natural ease, and it's so clear that, this is our ultimate disposition as human beings, just this ease and this clarity. And then, I'm able to bring this to the circumstance. And it's amazing how our children respond to this. Instead of just getting in there, having to fix it, what's wrong with you, what's wrong with the situation, to just really be at complete ease, allow the natural ease that's always present. And they really respond to this, they really are supported by this. Sometimes we don't even need to say anything. Sometimes we just need to be there with complete relaxation, with just our presence. And this is the greatest support. When we are relying on open intelligence, then there is just an immediate clarity and a responsiveness and to know what to do according to each time, place, and circumstance. And I found this, over and over again with my kids. I remember, my daughter was a teenager, and there were a few times that she got in trouble. Of course, teenagers are going to test things out and get in trouble. And the police called me and said that they had found her and her boyfriend in the back of her car, and she says they were just talking and snuggling, and I was a single parent, and because of my just ability to rely on a short moment, in that moment, I was able to see exactly what was needed. And I said, well, I'm a single mom, officer, and I'd like you to put her in the back of your police car and bring her home. And he said, ma'am, we don't usually do that. And I said, yes, but this is what's needed in this circumstance. And so he put her in the back of his police car, and he brought her home. And it really rattled her. And it was just the perfect skillful means for the circumstance. She had lied to me, on what she was doing and where she was. And it was the beginning of, her teenage years. And it was just so clear that something really wrathful, really direct, needed to happen. And I wasn't hysterical when she got home. I thanked the police officer, and she and I sat down, and she totally opened up. I didn't treat her like a criminal. I didn't, disrespect her in any way. I just said, this was not okay, and obviously you can see this is not okay because you were brought home in a police car. And we sat down and had, a human being to human being relationship with complete respect. And I really found that, this kind of guided the way through her teenage years and our relationship. And from then on, she was really open and honest with me and where she was and what she was doing. Now, this would have never happened if I was not relying on open intelligence. It would have gone a really different way, and so would all of her teenage years and our relationship. So to be able to just rely on the spontaneous, skillful means, and to be able to really, again, see what's needed is just incredibly helpful. It just opens the door. It just opens this floodgate of respectful, natural relating. And that's really what we want with our kids. It's what we want with ourselves, our kids, and all our relationships.